Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, The Bird Stacking. What's the bird up to? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm hungry. I'm doing a little cooking. I was on Michael Stacking's live stream and I was shopping. He was talking about steak, and I ended up getting me a steak. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I got me a cab beef semi boneless rib steak. Woo! OTG! What's going on? What you looking at? You're looking at that steak, eh? Yeah, I'm gonna cook that steak. I'm gonna go get a few of my things over there. I've already pre-sliced up some carrots over here and whatnot. It's on Michael Stackins. Hey, Chew, how you doing? I was on my way home listening to Michael Nancy show, Michael Stackin, and had to pick up a few things. Mrs. T-Bird sent me a list, so I decided to grab myself a nice steak. I do that every couple of days. Hey, Cartier Silver, what's going on, brother? How's it going? Yeah, I was on Michael Nancy's, and Michael was talking steak, and I don't know. I've got some things I wanted to do. I was gonna go live, but I picked myself up a nice boneless rib steak. I'm gonna throw that. I usually cook that up in the skillet. I usually like to cook it up in the skillet, but I got some other things I want to do. I want to clean up some of my pores that I had from last night. I'm probably gonna do a little demonstration on that while I get this nice rib steak in the oven. Birds got to eat, man. I got to keep my strength, all that energy. Yeah, I'm just gonna open this up. I don't even know if Michael's gonna come out here. You know, I decided to do this so he could see it, so I could tease him and taunt him with that beautiful, beautiful steak right there. And he's probably not even gonna come out here. But anyhow, I like the Kirshner. I do a few cooking videos every once in a while. I like the Kirshner coarse pepper or coarse salt and coarse pepper. Doctor that up really good because I don't have high blood pressure. This is my backside. And put some of that McCormick's black pepper, coarse black pepper on there. And it's gonna doctor it up a little bit. Get that in the oven. I'll put it on 350 degrees. Let that cook for a while. And flop that over. Salt and pepper the other side. Streaming hot iron. Yeah. Woo. 3 minutes per side. Well, I usually go 5 minutes a side. This is a nice inch thick. Usually, on average, if you're cooking on a grill, which I love to cook on grills. Anything an inch, about an inch. Turn it up as hot as you can get it. Like you're saying, 3 minutes per side. If you want it rare, if you want it just a little bit more done, I like to do mine for like about 5 minutes per side. Flip it once, comes out perfect. But this one's gonna be done up in the oven. Because I pre-did up some carrots I want to have, some seasoned carrots that I put in there. I'm just gonna throw this in here. That way, there I can hop on over to. Hey, Broke Stacker, I'm glad you showed up. You got to stay in here, brother. I watched your video. Thank you for giving me that shout out. I don't put no gloves on that. Yeah, I'm gonna clean up a few of my pieces there and show you how I do it. I'm gonna give a little demonstration. That was You were in Michael Stackins live stream earlier. I was there. I was busy and I couldn't type and I couldn't use my voice to speech, my 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 speech to text. But yeah, it's gonna. And of course, Michael knows I like to cook and I like to tease him with my steak. I'm gonna put up these nice seasoned carrots that I've already got here. I've already got sliced up. Put that in the dish. That's what I got going on right there. Hey, Sudagupta, how you doing? You never know what the bird's up to, Broke Stacker. That copper cream is amazing. Yes, it is, brother. It is amazing. Oh, let's see. What do I want? What do I want? Some Parmesan black garlic. No. No. A little bit of thyme. Yeah, a little bit of this. Just a little bit. I want that on my carrots. I want that on my carrots. Just a little bit of that. Give me a moment here. I want to hurry up and get this in the 11. Oh, wait. Oh, 350. I'm hungry. I'm turning it up to 400. I'm turning it up to 400. You know, to cook a little faster. Get that preheated. Got that up. That preheated. Got that at 400. Read the chat, bird. Hey, Michael, you are in here. Yeah. Yeah. That was, hold on, Michael. Look at that. Yeah, that's what I picked up. That's what I picked up, brother. You know, you taunted me into getting that. You had to mention steak again. You know, yeah, it's, what is it? I don't know. $17.99 a pound is $28.96. It's a cab beef, semi-boneless rib steak. Oh man, is that going to be good, Michael? I hope that's what you're talking about. Reading the chat. It's hard for me to look at to see my chat on my phone because it's so small. I'm hoping I answered the right thing here. I'm gonna do a little demonstration on cleaning. Too small. Yeah, it is too small. It is. It's small. It's hard to see. How big is that steak? I seen Rope Stacker say something about 1 ounce, but I think he was referring to something else. It's 1.61 pounds. Yeah, the bird's got to eat. 1 ounce silver dinner. Woo! Oh yeah, 1 ounce silver dinner. That's what it was. I got that. Wait, something else. I'm missing something here. I'm missing something. Give me a minute. Oh, there we go. Yep. Oh man, I gotta put in some mushrooms. Mushrooms. Let me take a handful here and just wash these off and throw them in there. This is oh man, you guys don't know what you're gonna be missing. You have no idea. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Oh man, this is gonna be absolutely awesome. Rub it in, Michael says. Rub it in. I know that's what he's saying. He's got to be saying that. I need a little more mushrooms. A little more mushrooms. Okay, hold on. I got the ice maker going here too from Mrs. Seabird. Hope you guys can hear me all right. Just bear with me. Got to do that up with some more mushrooms. That's good enough. That's good enough. Is there anything else I want to eat? Definitely worth an ounce. Oh yeah, you got you getting your plate, Stuart. How you doing, brother? Yeah, do a little cooking. I'm gonna do a little demonstration on cleaning one of my pores I got up there the other night. I guess teasing Michael Stack a little bit. You know, that steak, that rib steak that I got. I'll get you guys positioned over here, and I'll go get that. I'll go get that pew pew, and I'll clean that up. Maybe a couple other things here. Just tried to show Michael the steak I got that I was going to eat. Give me a moment here, just put some things away. A little tough just getting home. Getting home here from work. Let's see. Bear with me. All right, I'm back. I just had to go in the other room. Just grab my little pew pew here. I'm gonna set that down right there. Set that T-Bird bar pour that I poured last night, and these 2 hearts. That what did I do? I did a King Tut pour too, but there's not much on that. And this is done. This is gonna be that nice red patina. I know on your video, Broke, you had said it was pink. It varies. It does. I used a little bit last night on my thumb, and I put just a little bit on my thumb, and I did a little rubbing. But all that, wherever that black is going to come out. I mean, that came out like that. I didn't get none of that on there, but it's going to come out like that, and it's got some wicked designs. Where did I put it? I usually like to. Oh, I got a mushroom in the sink. Let me put a little hot water in one side. What I a lot of times like to do, and I don't wear those gloves. I keep a toothbrush that I don't use handy. I like to use that a lot. But a lot of times I just take it out I'll show you something else that I do have to do after I clean it and dry it off. I mean, even a lot of times I just dip my finger in it. I don't wear no safety gloves. I deal with more dangerous chemicals than that. And the stuff. I know you read the directions and all that. A lot of times, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just coat it up. I'll coat it up and I'll let it sit there for a little bit. Uh, the sponge a lot of times seems to suck up a lot of the, the some of the moisture and stuff. If you squeeze it and you get that on there, it's almost like concentrated. Oh, my cats are getting into something they're not supposed to. No, they're not near my oven. Let me give that a nice little coating here. I'll let that set just a little bit. I'm going to set that down right there. I can't really read the check because it's so small. Gloves, gloves. I deal with much harsher chemicals than that. Much harsher. I sometimes I don't like to use a whole lot of it on the top side. What I'll do is I'll use it and I'll just rub it with my fingers because some of the black within the crevices and the cracks seems to work really nice. I'll bring that over here. So I kind of, I'm a little bit, I, I try to keep some of the black on it sometimes because it makes some really cool looking designs. The way I look at it, I'm 59. It's just like cooking your food in your microwave with plastic, gives off a bad whatever. Between now and the next 20 years, I don't think it's going to hurt me. And it's already done whatever. What it is, it is. Let me show you that real quick. All I did is use my thumb. And of course, you can. Let me get a paper towel. Dry that off a little bit. Of course, you can use gloves if you don't want to have your fingers. It's got some type of chemicals in it. The broke read them off. I heard them, and like I said, I deal with much worse than that. Let me get you guys focused in here. It's got some really cool designs. I think what I'll do is I'll leave that like that. And a lot of times what I will do is I'll dip the toothbrush in there. Let me do it on the T-bird bar. Should have let it soak a little bit. I got that pew pew soaking a little bit here. Put some on there. Oh, broke. Hey, LBS, how you doing? Just happened to peek down there, looking, using that Wright's copper cream, doing a little demonstration while I'm cooking at the same time. You know, the bird's got to eat, keep up all his energy. I don't go to bed to 2:30, 3:30, or 4:30. You never know. Just get that going there a little bit. There's that pew pew I made the other day. And you can already see, like I said, broke. If you're still out there, and I believe you are, put some on there. Use your gloves. Put some on there. Let it soak a little bit. Let it soak a little bit. It'll come up. It'll come off so much easier. And you're gonna get some really nice red patina on them. And you can see as I'm rubbing just with my fingers, and I don't mind having my fingers in this stuff. Like I said, I've had a lot worse chemicals on my skin than that. I know we have gloves. I ain't worried about it. It ain't gonna hurt me in the next 10, 15 years. Now you got Miss T-bird giving me heck. She tries to keep me in line. It's tough to keep a bird in line though. You just heard my buzzer go. My rib steak is up the temperature in there. Yeah, if you like I said, I sometimes I like to use my fingers. I don't always, depending on what I'm doing. I kind of like to keep some of the black in there sometimes, because it makes it stand out a little bit. Don't mix that up with the horseradish later. Oh no, oh man, I wish I had some horseradish for that steak. I think I do. I think I do with my refrigerator. I'm just using my fingers and clean that up a little bit. And of course, right here, okay, I'll slide you guys over here in a second. This is why a lot of times my fingers are black or dirty. I get on there. I had a few people that came in my lives. I don't know if they were stray people. I don't know if they were subscribers and they were talking about my fingernails and my fingers being black. Of course, this stuff is what turns it black. But let's turn around and slide you over into the hot water. Oh, here goes the ice maker. Listen. Right. Right over there. The ice maker. Making Mrs. T-Bird's nice for her iced coffee. You guys see that? Nice hot water. Get that cleaned up a little bit. Maybe I might brush this up a little bit more. Like I said, anything that's black, that's copper, that's poured, you got pure 99 copper. Anywhere where it's black, you're always going to get that red patina on it. And when in my early stages, my early pouring, I was using a wire brush and I was taking all of that off. And until I realized, a few pieces actually will come out like that. Like if you look at, hold on, let me go grab a couple of other things. I'm just going to go into my studio. It's just through this next door and I'll be right back. There I can show you guys a little bit more afterwards. Oh, let's see. Which one was that one? That one was number 2. Get that copper cream out of here. That was number 1. That was number 1. I know that one was number 1 because there's no damage done to it. And that was number 2. This is number 3. Let me zoom you guys in here a little bit. Of course, if you watch the streams, when I poured those live, the very first one I poured live. The second one I did a video on. And the third one over there I poured live. I'm pretty sure. But you could see that when I quenched it, this has never been touched by anything. Only the outside edge and the backside. And I put a little number 1 there, so when I stamp it, I just don't know where exactly I should stamp that. Should I stamp that on the back? 999 and a serial number? Not sure. But that was just so awesome how them came out. I've got to have the company send me another one. I may do one more pour on it because what was happening, this little area right here was hanging up and causing the copper piece to hang up inside the mold, and it couldn't get out, and it broke. That piece right there had broken there the first time, and then the second time, the first time another piece broke here and right there, and it actually almost like this is not part of the mold, but it almost looks like he's breathing out fire. Of course, if you look at it, he does got like a forked tongue. I don't know if you can quite see that. He does got a forked tongue. But that came out so wickedly cool. That's just really awesome. That's number 2. And number 3 came out pretty wicked too. But what had happened on number 2 is another piece of that part had broke of that mold, and it caused it to flow over. Now that ain't no big deal, I guess. But of course, you can still see the damage there and the damage there. And it looks like he's blowing out some smoke or fire or something too. But this one came out with so much more red patina on it. And I think them look so hot and amazing. It's unreal. I'll set those aside. Like I said, I very much apologize. I'd really like to be able to converse with you, but the chat is going through. Hey, Raka, how you doing? Giant turtle. Let's see. Openness. So I'm going to scroll back just a little bit, just make sure I got everybody. Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. But I'm going to take that other pew here, but I just wanted to show those to you real quick. I'm going to bring you back over here to the other sink. I'm going to use a toothbrush on this one and finish cleaning it up. I know I had you guys zoomed in there a little bit. Come on. That ain't too bad. Paper towel fell in there. Oh man, you guys can probably see that. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, it's you put that copper cream on there and you let it set on there. And you can also just take a toothbrush, something that's very soft bristled. I need another little dip of that copper cream. But if you let it set on there, broke, if you want it perfectly clean in the back, uh, or if you want to keep some of the where the pores, you see how like that is right there. I kind of like that look, so that's why I use my fingers. Or if you want to use gloves, and you won't actually dig down into the grooves, and it gives it a little bit of character. I think. I think I like it with a little bit of character. Did you use some mushrooms? No. I use some mushrooms. Yes. There's more that's in the refrigerator. But I didn't use them all. Yeah, Mrs. T-Bird just got done work. She's out there. Say hi, Miss T-Bird. Hi, everyone. Mrs. T-Bird says hi. But if you leave it set on there a little bit, and if I would have left it set and used this toothbrush, it would have came off really, really good. You can use that sponge as well. The sponge I use, I try not to, I just keep it in there. It kind of holds the moisture in there. I don't use that as much. I do on my silver, my plated silver, because I have a lot of plated silver. A lot, like teapots and tray holders and stuff. Some of them I like to keep the patina on them, and some of them I've cleaned up. I've got some other pieces of plated silver that I want to deplate. I want to deplate, and I use my process of electricity with a DC converter, and I'm going to deplate some of the silver that I have. And actually, during the summertime, I'm going to purify that in a silver cell and turn that all into pure 99 silver shot. Like I said, there's still a little bit of that black in some of the cracks. I mean, leave that there. You can see that when there's a little bit there. Like certain places, you might want to keep it on there. And the other thing I'm going to show you real quick once I clean this up and dry it off is I'm going to show you after it's dry. And another little trick that I've used. I hope the broke is still out here. I'm cleaning this up. I'm having problems because I'm trying to reach around my tripod. But it's wet right now. Let me grab a couple paper towels. Hey, Bellows Forge, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I don't know if Michael's still out here, but I got that nice rib steak in the oven cooking. There goes my ice maker again. You gotta love that ice maker. It's pretty awesome. So I'm drying this with a paper towel. And I've done a little experimenting with several different things. Let me see, my chat is not scrolling, so I'm missing some stuff here. I gotta scroll all the way down. Okay, so broke still out. Dennis Jimenez, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Transient Stacker, how you doing? Hard for me to read. Que tío Oso, buenas noches, señorita. ¿Cómo está? Oh, hey, don't listen to not broke, sorry. Don't listen to Bellows. Don't listen to Bellows. Don't have Bellows send you anything. Bellows can keep his stickers, his T-Bird stickers. You just need to get a hold of my email. Send me an email, and I'll get you out some stickers. I'll get you out a magnet, and I'll get you out a poker chip. I got plenty of them, but let me grab something here real quick so I can show you the other thing that I did. Making an iced coffee? Okay. Now, I got to get another couple more paper towels. I got a lot going on in the kitchen, guys. I'm sorry. This is T-Bird out here. She's making her iced coffee. The dogs are just getting fed. They eat about the same time I do when I get home. Mrs. T-Bird's getting done. I'm not even in either one of my studios. I dry that off, get it all nice and clean. I'm going to set that right here. And what I have here is my extra virgin olive oil, cooking oil. What's he doing with that? It's for food. Yeah, it is for food. I do use that for food. But what I've been doing, and it comes out really nice. I hope the broke is out here. I hope the broke stacker's out here. Put a little bit of paper towel. Set it aside. Okay. Now you see that, right? Sometimes when you clean it and whatever, it seems to get a little dull and it don't look so good. But I'll take that little bit of olive oil. Let me show you more on the back. If you're there live, you're doing it. It gives it a nice gloss. I just did this with just a couple of my pieces, and it's just regular olive oil. Oh, she's gonna cook the dog something to eat. She's getting the puppy dog something to eat. Little Molly Bear. Little Molly Bear. Who wants to see my little Molly Bear? You fat girl. Here, Molly Bear. Call her over there, Miss T-Bird. Molly Bear. Oh, she's walking all behind me. She don't want to be seen. Yes. No, not that one. Give them the potatoes, mashed potatoes, and give them the the meatloaf. Give them that. They'll like that. I'll have to get another one. And I apologize for not being able to quite. Hey, Dean, how you doing? I can see who's there. That's an awesome new heart you got. I like the mountain. Can you keep the heart there and get the mountain at the end? But then keep taking a paper towel, nice dry paper towel. I'm trying to get a lot of this off. I've got to get another paper towel. Come on, out of the way, puppy dog.
He's licking me because he's happy.
All of my poopy dogs. But yeah, if you get a nice clean paper towel, get a couple of them, and just get all that oil off from there. It really takes the dullness out of there, and you get a nice sheen to it. I mean, I've tried doing it like 6, 7, 8 times, which you don't need to do it that often, as much, but just to make sure you get all that oil off from there. But it really brings out the color of the red, and it gives it a nice sheen. And then even after the fact, days later, when you try to touch it with, after your hands are washed and everything, you don't really, you get no residue at all off from it. But it really makes it look stunning. I don't know if I'm going to do that with all my pieces or not, but
I actually really liked that one dragon that you did last night. It was very vibrant.
Now, it just so happens there hadn't been any. After I poured it, these 2 spots that you see the bright copper, there was no black there at all. It was just like that. So the patina didn't get on there, and that happens. The same thing like over at the side. You can still see where I got a little bit of that black stuff there. Do I don't want to bother taking it off? Maybe I might not. But I just wanted to demonstrate that for you guys just a little bit. It's like with this T-Bird bar. Let me see. Maybe I can zoom you guys right into the sink here a little bit. I've got you guys over at my sink. I don't like this tripod. I don't like standing behind this tripod. Let me see. I put a little on there and it's already dry. But I like the kind of, okay, did you see it there? I hope the broke is still out there watching. Yes. But if you put it on there, even if it dries, my finger's slightly wet. You see that, broke? Do you see how easy that is coming off? On the sides, it maybe takes a little bit more love. You're gonna give a little bit more love, but you can see. Just put that copper cream on there, gloves or not. It's your choice. This is my choice. Where's the beef? The beef is in the oven cooking. But let me just get my fingers a little wet here, and I didn't put any copper cream on the backside, just more on the top, mostly on the top. But this is where I can use a brush on it, and it does not touch. It will not take off that red patina. It will not take it off. Not unless you scrub with something with that's abrasive. Uh, that copper cream is very, very mild, and it's really good stuff. I like it. I'm going to continue to use it on certain applications, and on certain other ones, I might want to bring the whole copper look out on the sides, maybe on the T-bird part, because I think that's just a little bit too much red. Maybe I don't know, but I kind of like it on the back. Let me dip my finger in here. I know the broke don't want to do that. I'll do it. Hey! Don't take that out of there. That's my workstation right now. She's putting a dirty dish in there.
Well, why would Jackson Molly's food?
Oh man. The Mr. and Mrs. T-Bird show, late night, after midnight. Let me see what this looks like.
There you go. Come here, Jackson.
I'm gonna see what kind of a tina I get out of that. Like I said, certain applications I'd like to just use my thumb on it, my thumbs, and clean it up. Patina sometimes on these are pretty nice. Well, I don't want to take the whole thing off because, like I said, it gives it some pretty good character with a little bit of black inside the cracks. And if you weren't to use the copper cleaner in just water, you're not going to really get that off. I'm out of water here. Got a leak. Let me dry this off just a little bit. Yeah, you can't. I'd probably have to put a little bit more on it, let it set a little bit, but you can kind of see it. But you can see how it would bring out the characteristics by leaving some of the black on there. And that's what I've been doing with a few of them, like say this heart that I did the other day. I just put a little on my hand and I cleaned it up. It kind of gives it character, I think. Would you agree? Thank you, Danny. Would you agree that some of the black inside the crack kind of gives it some character? And to take the toothbrush and go right in there and get it all off where it's nothing but red, you're still going to see it, but it's not going to give it any character, I don't think. This one right here, I cleaned up. Let me get this in. I think I got most of the stuff off. I put just a little bit on this one last night. I didn't use any of the olive oil on it, but this had a really wicked design on it. If I can get that focused. There's multiple things I seen in that, but I originally said, I don't know which way I had it. I said it looked like a merman or I guess it all depends on how you hold it. That's a pretty unique piece. Let me see if I can't use a little more copper cleaner on it. Obviously the greatest. OTG. OC Stagger. Is it safe to come in? Is it safe to come in? I'm cooking. Yeah, it's safe to come in. I'm cooking, but you can't have none. It's all for me. I'm just going to put a little bit more of that on there. See if I can't get a little more of that black stuff off. See how that copper cream, that Wright's copper cream takes even more of it off. I mean, if I was to continue to have it on there and rub, it would come off even more. But wherever you see the copper, that's the way it came out when I actually poured it. There was no patina on there at all. Trying to think what number. That was number 14. Yeah, that was number 14. But I'll demonstrate that again real quick. I'll take a little bit of the copper cream paste and I'll put that right there.
You didn't have enough?
All on it. I'll let that soak just a little bit. Then I'll tease you guys. I'll just mount you off the tripod. I don't know if Michael Sackin's still out here or not. Did he take off Deneen? Is Michael Sackin still in here? I think he still is. I think he's lurking. I think he's lurking. Put that there. I do the other ones. Yeah, the pew pews. I did those. I want to kind of get those cleaned up too a little bit. I'll put a little on there. Like I said again, there's that copper cream. Great copper cream. I'm sure you can get that at almost any store, even a convenience store. That's where I picked mine up, at a convenience store. I'm not sure where the Broke Stacker got his at, but I know he had watched one of my videos. He's used it. He picks them up. He was pretty impressed with it. Not gonna understand why. Only see one OC Stacker. Well, I got 14 people, 13 likes. Awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. Give me a second here. I gotta wash my hands. This is T-Bird put a plate. The dogs eat well. The bird eats well. The dogs eat well here. But give me just a moment here. I'll show you what I got going on in the oven. I did some homemade carrots with a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of thyme. I got a rib roast going on in there. Put some mushrooms on it, a little salt. Of course, salt. I wanted to put some of my Himalayan salt on there. I did. Too bad Mr. and Mrs. West Texas didn't stop in here. I know one of these days you were talking about me and him doing a cook-off together live. Live stream. I gotta get some more paper towels first. Got my hands off. Let me see. Is that oven light working? Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, the oven light's working. I'll have to pull it out a little bit. Give me a moment here while I let those other pieces set up. Let me make sure to zoom you guys back out here. I ain't gonna dismount the camera. I'm just gonna bring you over here. Bring you over here to the oven. Oh man, I wish I was out pouring right now. Oh, it's late though. Oh man, can't see that. Yeah, you can, but it's all covered with mushrooms. Oh man, you're good for it. Oh man. Oh, does that smell good? Yeah, I got mushrooms on the top. It's a nice steak in there. 1.67 pounds. Wish I'd cooked that in the grill. I got to get my grill going. But that's the carrots right there. Some sliced carrots. I season those up. Those are going to be really tasty too. I love mushrooms. Portobello mushrooms. All depends. Some mushrooms, but depending on what kind they are and how they're cooked. One of these days, I've got a. What is that recipe? That thing that I do with the one I learned down when I was down in New York City when I was on service duty. What is that? Spinach and yeah, I got to do the spinach in like a cream sauce that I've done with mushrooms. Oh man, I was doing some field service through my job, and I was down in Brooklyn, and I was staying at a, what do they call? I don't know, motel. It doesn't a hotel. It's like a 10-story hotel, I guess. But there was a restaurant that was right next door, and I learned a recipe from the owner of the restaurant there. Okay, now, and it's spinach and heavy cream, mushrooms. I mean, look how easy. Look how easy that sets a little bit. I wish I should have zoomed you guys in a little bit. But that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, some Parmesan, cheese, and the way you do it. There's a procedure of the way you cook that up, and it is awesome. Oh my! I need to pick some of that up and make that again. Like I said, you can use your fingers. You can use a sponge. You can use a toothbrush. And there's some applications, some areas where you can't quite get in there. You can't get in the groove. Yeah, I can get in the groove. You betcha. Oh, you ought to see me when I used to get in a groove back in the day. But yeah, that copper cleaner, if you put that on there and you just let it set a little bit, and it really takes off the black from the when you're pouring it. After pouring it, it's partially from the heat and the copper, and also the graphite that's inside the liquid copper that forms on it. And the red patina is actually part of the copper. It's part of the actual copper. But you can see how easily that's coming off. I'm not rubbing that hard. You guys should be able to see that. But once you let that set on there a few minutes, it doesn't take that much. It doesn't take that much at all. I think I got a little more in the front than I wanted to. I tried to keep it off in the front because like I said, I like to try to keep it in the cracks and the contours to give it a little character. Get that cleaned up just a little bit more, then I'll give it a rinse. I'll have you take a look at it. And of course, the olive oil the extra virgin olive oil that I use, that's still over there. I can still use that. It's kind of the paper towel sort of sucks it up and disperses it, but once you dry it off and you clean it up, and you got that, and you can just slightly wipe it over, then have another paper towel, and then take off the olive oil off of it that was on that paper towel on your piece, and it just brings it so much to life. I know LBS is out there earlier. I hope he's still out there. He kind of comes in and takes off. OTG does that sometimes. Not OTG. I'm sorry, OTG. OC Stacker does that sometimes. But I think sometimes he does a lot of lurking. He just gets busy. Somebody calls or something's going on. Okay. I mean, sometimes I do the same thing. I get busy. I'm out there and I kind of go quiet. I do that a lot of Michaels. Let's dry that off. This is just the regular. It's a little damp. This is the wet paper towel that I used. And I'm going to set that down. I'm going to use the dry one to make sure it's nice and dry. And give you guys another little reference on the difference. And of course, here's the paper towel. It's a little bit of, you can see how it just disperses throughout the paper towel. You only need a little bit. You don't need much. But let me just do half of this. And now I'll try to, that's the dry one, but it's kind of got wet. Okay. I wiped it off. Let me just make sure I got it wiped off really good here. You'll be able to see a little bit of a difference. If I can get this focused in. You can just already kind of see a little bit where it's like more dull. That's maybe it's the lighting too, but you can see where it brings out the color, the vibrance of it. And that's all that olive oil does is it kind of brings out the vibrance. It takes away the dull looking color. I don't care about giving out any of my trade secrets. We're all a family here. We're all a family. We're all here to share and learn from each other. So I don't mind. And for those that don't do it, I hope you enjoy some of the things I'm bringing and showing you. Hey, Ann Marsh, how you doing? Extra virgin olive oil. Yes. Capital Currency. How you doing? All the work and no play makes a makes a dull boy. This is playing for me, man. This is playing. Thank you very much, Denny. This is me playing, and I'm enjoying my playtime with you guys, my YouTube family. This is playtime for me. I'm done work. I went to work today. I came home. I'm here. Can you see the merman? The mermaid? Merman? Somebody called it I think it was Katia also, I think, said it was a sea monster. Yeah, sea monsters, mermen, they're the same thing. But I see multiple things in there. Um, that's an awesome design. Each and every one has their own unique design. But there's part of my process in cleaning up. Like I said, I didn't quite. I could have rubbed it a little bit more. I had a little bit of that black there. But I like the red patina, especially on certain pieces. Um, did you see my videos, Capital Currency, on my dragon pourers? Not my sandcast ones, but the graphite ones. And I'm trying to think if I did that with this yet or not. I don't know if I did that. I don't think I used that. No, I didn't. The extra virgin olive oil. I don't think I did that on this one yet. No, I didn't. I didn't. But it brings out the red. I mean, the red is there, but it highlights it. It makes it vibrant. I should have got me another paper towel. But it really brings out the vibrance. So this was the very first one that I had poured. I'd ordered a dragon pour from PC. I forget what it was. Place where I got a lot of my other molds and whatnot. That when I poured that, it came out just like that. During the quench, if you watched it when I did the quench on it, you could see the copper just breaking right up, and it's darker. Usually, wherever it's dark is where you're going to get that red patina. Looks like noise. Oh, looks nice. Sorry, I can't always read my chat very well. But that was the first one I poured, and because of their design, the way it was, I couldn't get it out of the graphite mold because of this little area held that in like a jigsaw puzzle. And by shaking it out, I ended up breaking that piece of it off out of the mold. And on the tail part, another piece had broken, another piece here that shouldn't have. So when I poured the second one, which came out the very same way, it had a little extra metal near the broken piece and right there, and also more of that piece broke out. And that was number two. And it almost looks like he's breathing out. He's got a fork. He actually has a forked tongue. I was showing that earlier. If I can get it in there, we might not be able to see it. He's got a forked tongue right there, but there's a little spot there. It isn't part of the mold, but it's the way it came out, and almost like he's breathing out fire or smoke. I think you can see it right there, that angle. I thought that was kind of cool. The third time when I poured it, of course, there was enough of that graphite mold in that air, that troubled area, where when I poured it, it flowed right over the top of it. And that'll be all right. That'll be all right. But because of that piece and the other piece here that it broke, I want to return it to him. The same thing with that right there. It looks like he was doing something. You can see the forked tongue on this one much better. If I can hold it still and get it focused. It's trying to pick up my background here. Yeah, there you go. You can see the forked tongue on there. I think that came out pretty good with the red patina. Looks like a loose nut behind a crucible. Could be, you'll see. Loose nut behind a crucible. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, I'm not sure which one. Let me see. I got to keep track of these now. Okay, that one's number one. I can still see my one on there. And that one's number. Oh boy, did I pour two of these or three of these? That one's number one. I know that. I think I poured three of them. But yeah, LBS is saying copper prices are going up because I got all the copper in New York. Yeah, I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor there was a shortage of copper in New York State. I don't know why. It's not me. Yeah, I got a lot of it. That's why I'm pouring a lot of it. I got a lot of it. I almost have an unlimited supply of copper. But I'm going to do this real quick and then I'll probably take a look at the chat and converse with you a little more. I'm just going to take this off because it's sitting on here. Clean that heart up. I poured that all together on the live the other night. And I brought it in, let that set a little while, and that black stuff comes right off really nicely. It keeps the patina on there. I don't think I put very much in the back. No, I didn't. I'll finish cleaning that afterwards. This is where I got to do a little rubbing because I didn't really put a whole lot in the back part of it. That Wright's copper cream is really good for your copper pours if you want to keep that red patina on it, depending on the ripples and whatnot. I'll use a little bit of it on the front here. I like using I like working with my hands. I always have. I've always worked hard with my hands, whether it was work or play. Take a toothbrush to this a little bit. That crack here. Yeah, some of that didn't all come off. I would probably use a little bit more because I didn't really get that much for that copper cream on the back. It was just from the sides. The Capital Currency, if you're still out here, that's pretty awesome. It's you do a lot of times. I do a lot of things where you're doing with the coin microscope, and I go through the coins and I check for the errors. I always look for the errors in 1992s and 1998s, the wide AMs. I've found a lot of errors, and I've found a lot of die cuts and cracks, and I've got a lot of them. I pulled them out, but I've never really did many videos on them. I usually do that behind the scene without even videotaping any of it. I think he may still be out here. Yes, he is. April 4th is my next auction. April 4th. I'll have to try to check that out. Yeah. Didn't I save a couple of Mickey Mouses from you? Right? Yes. Capital Currency. I did. I saved 2 Mickey Mouses. Yeah. Who wants to see the 2 Mickey Mouses that I saved from Capital Currencies melt? Who's going to melt them? Yes, he was. I couldn't see that because I didn't have any. I never had those. I do now. I got 2 of them. I need another paper towel. Let me get this out of here. Now I'm going to have to clean the sink afterwards. Clean my hands up a little bit. Take a look at this one real quick. April 4th, Capital Currency. Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to make sure to be there. What date is April 4th? What day of the week is that? Is that on a weekend? It's probably on a Thursday because I think Thursday is when he does a lot of that. And Thursdays, of course, from, I don't know, I leave here about 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, 1 o'clock, and I don't usually get home about 11 or 11:30, varying. That was number 13. That was number 13 heart pour that I did. Like I said, I got to get some of that copper cream in there and get that black out of there, but I sort of like the look of the red and the black together. Like I said, if I used a toothbrush and had some of the copper cream and I scrubbed with a toothbrush, I would get all that black out of there. Then sometimes I think it's just maybe a little too red. So I guess it all depends on the person doing it. And hey, Jay Sharp, how you doing? I guess it all depends on your preference. Let me, my hands are fairly clean, but I don't want to touch those. I'm going to use a little soap. I'm going to go grab those 2 Mickey Mouses real quick. See if Capital Currency is missing them. I don't think he's missing them. He was going to turn them into something else. I'd rather use my silver shot for right now. I don't know if I'll ever I don't know if I'll ever be able to push myself to melting some of my silver rounds. Certain things like that. Maybe I don't know. I think I'd go melt my kilo first before I melt my silver rounds. Hold on, let me go get those and show those to you guys. I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me. I can't find the Mickey Mouses. I'm sorry to leave you guys staring at a sink. My apologies. I'm gonna check on that steak real quick. That steak should be almost done. Let me take a look at it real quick. Then I'm gonna bring you into my studio and I'll look for those. Oh man, does that smell good? All those carrots and those mushrooms. I can't wait. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Hold on a second, guys. You gotta go look for those Mickey Mouses. I'm done out here with the cleaning. I'm done out here with the cleaning. I could actually turn my laptop on and actually probably see it. I got too much. I got too much going on my table here. Yeah, I got a lot going on my table. I know they're out here. I know they were out here. I was trying to find them. I had them out here. I know I seen them. Where are you, Mickey? Mickey Mouses. Oh, no, not my Mickeys. Not my Mickeys. Oh, here they are. They were right there. They were right there. Look at this. Here they are. I gotta get rid of that fork. Hold on. I brought my fork in with me. I spy with my little eye. Yeah, you do. Yeah. I saved those from you, didn't I, Capital Currency? Yeah. Guess I wouldn't have melt mine. I don't know if I had a whole bunch of them. I guess you had quite a few, but you were gonna melt those, and I think they were your last couple. I decided to take them and bring them home to me. Yeah, I did because I didn't have any. I didn't have any of those maple leaf. Oh, let's see. I still got 11 people, 16 likes. Woo! Man, it's almost an hour. I've been. Wow. Right here, love, just listening. You're tired. You're tired. I gotta get you on the diet that I'm on, man. Come on, tell him, OC. 3 hours later, we could be just 2 more hours is nothing for me. OC Stackers knows. I'll say goodnight, and next thing I know, I'm still there, and I'm still peeking in. Thinking, whose stream was that I did that on last time? Was it? Was it Capital Currency? He was like going on till almost 4 o'clock in the morning. And I kept popping in, saying, "Okay, good night, guys. I gotta go to bed." Oh, I forget whose stream that was. How you doing? Anyways, Deneen, now that I'm sitting here, I'm still looking at my phone. I don't got my laptop popped open. It's hard for me to see the chat. It's very hard. It's very small. Very small. I just hope I don't overcook that. I know if there's that brass dragon I made, the anger dragon, my first ever alloyed pour, copper nickel. I should probably pop open my chat, my laptop, so I can actually see. My laptop is always on. I just gotta press a button and enter a code, and boom, bada bing, and I can actually read it. I just cleaned up your shop, studio, and kitchen workstation, ready to get pouring tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Standard. Ooh, nice. I'll be at work. Uh, I wish I wasn't. Let's see. Enter my code. Okay. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? In a second. That way, there I can at least see the chat. I've got to turn my mouse on. Give me a moment here. Close that window. Open up that window. Nope, I didn't want that one. Or wait. No, that's not the one I wanted, is it? Oh, tab. There we go. Okay. Come on, you. There we go. YouTube. There's my. Better have my channel. There it is. Go to my channel. Be able to pop open the live stream. Yep, there it is. And I'll actually be able to read the chat. Okay. There we go. Res Babo! How's it going? G Sharp. Let me see. Make sure I'm down here where I can see everything. There we go. Capital currency. I smell a fart. Hey, who farted? OC, who farted in here? Dennis Menace, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I can actually see the chat now. So, what do you guys think of the copper cleaner? That Wright's copper cream. It does pretty good on that copper, doesn't it? If keeping the patina on there, I think it works pretty awesome. Let's see. She made me a custom. Yeah, I saw that custom round with the ship. That's awesome. That was awesome, Cartier. That was awesome. I've been thinking I don't know, somewhere before Christmas, around Christmas time, I was thinking I was going to treat myself. I was going to get myself a 3D printer. I've been looking at them. I saw the one that 3D Woodworks has. He's got an awesome one, and I hadn't seen that one, and I really like that one a lot. And I'm still contemplating on maybe ordering one myself, a 3D printer. The other thing I was also considering and thinking about getting as well is getting a laser printer as well. I didn't realize it until not that long ago, but I think Check Stacker has a laser printer where he does laser engraving. I think that how he does his wooden nickels. But I think he makes some of his cards on the laser printer as well. But I was contemplating on getting a laser printer, and definitely I'm going to be getting a 3D printer. I might order it this week. I don't know. I was going to talk to 3D Woodwork last night and talk to him before I actually get it. I know there's a couple of them out there. There's one for like, I don't know, 800 and something, another one for 900. I'm not sure. I haven't did the studying on what one's a better one or not. I'd like to be able to do that as well to make certain molds and designs myself. Hey, how's it going, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker? Oh man, did you smell my steak cooking in the oven? Somebody must have messaged you that T-Bird's cooking. I was saying we were talking one time. I'm pretty sure we were talking about doing a cooking live together. Yeah, I got a nice rib steak cooking in the oven right now with some mushrooms on it that I started the stream off with, and some carrots that I seasoned up that I got in there. put some mushrooms over the top. It's just about done. It's not far from being done. But I started doing I actually wanted to get on to demonstrate my Wright's copper cleaner on a lot of my pores that I've been using. Uh, Let me go grab a few. I did a demonstration on the pew pews. Yeah, like I said, that one was number. I'm getting everything unorganized here. I'd like to try to be organized. That was number one. Uh, Cleaned that one up. That was number two. Yes, that was number two. Number two. Getting out of here. Number two. Number three. Throw these back in here. About those out. This one was number three. That's the one that was the most prominent. This is number one because it didn't suffer any damage at all from when the first pour when it actually broke. And this was number two. I cleaned that up with my copper cleaner. I just did a demonstration on cleaning up number, that was number 13. This is 12. And you see how like on number 12, like I said, I still got to clean the bottom and the sides of this one. That one's number 12. I haven't stamped it yet, but I really like the way the contrast comes up with the copper cleaner, and I don't use the toothbrush on the inside of it to get all that out. It gives it character, I think. But that was number 12. Let's see. Oh, I'm forgetting now. Wait a minute now. Yeah, 12. That was number 13. That was the big fat heart, and that was number 14. So I've got to write on it. So in case I forget, just in case. 12. Before I stamp them. 13. This is 14. 14. There we go. That T-Bird bar, I didn't clean that up. I just wrote on my thing with a Sharpie. And this is number, I got to finish cleaning that one up, but that was number 48. I got 47. I already stamped it. 47. That's number 48. I'll finish cleaning that up afterwards. I still got a few more I still got to clean up. I got that one to clean up and a couple of those here and there. And I've got all of these and into here. I've got all of these to stamp yet. I still got to stamp them 999 and the serial numbers on them, but I've got to stamp them the year and what their weights are. But yeah, Gatioso, yeah, please don't take no stickers away from Bellows Forge. Either I can send them to him and he can send them to you, or you can email me. I got plenty of poker chips. I just got done ordering 200 poker chips. This is only one box of them because I was running low. I got plenty of T-Bird poker chips. I'll send you one. I'll send you a few stickers. I'll send you a magnet. I've got newer stickers that had just came out not that long ago. A different design, the same T-Bird, but a different design, which I think a few of you have seen. Nobody has gotten any of these yet. Nobody has gotten any of those yet. New type of die cut. But give me your address if you don't mind. Email it to me. Bellows Forge can. Okay, you send me an email of what her address is, and I'll get her out some T-Bird swag. I'll get her out some T-Bird swag. That's all you got to do. You don't got to pay for my swag. I'm the king of swag. I can't guarantee you're gonna get every single one. I think Bellows did, but every pile you see is something that's something different. That's something different. That's a T-Bird alert. Yeah, you guys ever see my T-Bird alert? Uh-oh, people are gonna have convulsions. T-Bird alert. coasters, all different types, holographic, holographic glitters. I got several different types of glitters. T-Bird style 1, T-Bird style 2. I got magnets. Magnets, they're off to the side somewhere. Yeah, there's capital currency. I still got some quarters and pennies I still have to go through yet. Like I said, I don't really, I did a little bit, but I go through real quick just looking for silver. I did a few videos on them. Trying to get you guys mounted back up here, my tripod. Oh, it didn't click in. Why didn't it click in? What's going on here? What's going on? No, now it doesn't want to click in. Oh, man. There it is. There it is. But yeah, I'll get you out. What kind of mood are we in? Are we in a blue mood? No. Fiery mood. How about a green mood? There we go. Anybody have any questions or anything they want to ask me about the copper cleaning process or anything? Anything about any of my pours, what I do and how I do it? I know there's a lot of there was a few I've seen. Hey, Mishy Stacker, how you doing? Looking forward to the weekend off. Nice. I'm in ultraviolet mode. Ultraviolet mode. Ultraviolet. I do have an ultraviolet light. I wonder how that would look in here. Yeah, I still got my Christmas tree up. I got the Easter tree. Mrs. T-Bird got me. And to replace that other Christmas tree, I didn't take that one down yet. I'll get that down. I'll put up another Easter tree. Oh, man. The copper smelt flames. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of copper on the table. A lot of copper. There's a lot of silver, a lot of copper, a little gold, some knives, some rocks, rock collections, all sorts of stuff. I'm into a lot of different things. Oh, oh, I gotta go. Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's gotta be done. Oh, man. Hold on. Oh. Well, it's gonna fall apart. It's gonna fall apart. I forgot to shut the oven off, and it was still out there cooking my dinner. A man can dream. Okay, now I did miss a lot, and I meant for a man can dream. Yeah, yeah. I do got a black light, ultraviolet light. I'm gonna have to find that and bring that out here because I'm really curious on what this setup would actually look like underneath the ultraviolet. Hmm. I'm all about the lights and things here. Let me turn some things on. I didn't turn anything on except for the fireplace in front of you guys. Uh, let's see, what else am I missing here? I got this. I got all these other different lights that I haven't been turning on lately. I got to change the batteries. I got to change the battery. Sorry, I'm going to tip the camera here. I got a bunch of other lights. Hold on. Turn that off. There we go. Oh, no, you can't see that. Yeah, you can. No, you can't. There we go. Yeah, I got other lights too, but I don't have them all on. See if we can't get something for OTG one day. You'll be in the. You are in the cool club, man. You are in the cool club, Capital Currency. Let's see. Is that the light or is that the heat? There. Here's a little. I guess that is close to ultraviolet as I'm going to get for right now. Random idea for a pour. Random idea for a pour, T-Bird. Maybe you did already. A train. Yeah, I did already. You missed that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. There's a couple of them. A couple of trains. I forget how much they weigh. Let me see here. No. Yeah, I've done Phoenixes. I've done trains. Let's see here if I can turn that on. I forget how much this one weighed. I know you guys probably can't see it. I have to zoom in. 8.68 ounces. Oops. Guess you guys zoomed in. 8.68 ounces. Look at that black Sharpie. I got that black Sharpie on me. Yeah, I cleaned that up with a wire brush. You got a little spot there in the back where some of the liquid, it was still liquid on the inside, and that's actually where the copper, when I had quenched it, some of the copper came spurting out of the middle of it. That gave me a little pop. It gave me a little pop when I put it in the water. And I'll hide that. And I got that one. I got that one. I did that just for the fun of it. I handmade that in a sandcast pour. I used my fingers. And I used one of these. I didn't use this one, not with my prospector, but I used an old, just a regular penny one to make the crisscross, and I used a little file inside the sandcast to make the stem, and I made a 4-leaf clover for St. Patrick's Day. I used my thumbprints inside the sand and kind of got it as close as I could. And it looks like a butterfly. The moth, can you see the eyes on that? And you can see the wings? Remind me of the Mothman. You know that fable or whatever it is, the Mothman? Doesn't it? Ask 3D, he'll tell you. I'm the reader of the copper. And if you look at it another way, you see the eye and almost looks like a beak. Looks like a bird with the wings, almost like a pterodactyl. Prehistoric bird. I can also see a teddy bear in there. If you look at just that part, a little teddy bear with the eyes. Gremlin. Gremlin. The water's not going to feel cold for long. What's up with the water? But yeah, thank you everybody for stopping in here. I'll take you guys out real quick, show you my steak, show you what's waiting for me. Mary Porn, thank you so much. What's the word? Danine knows what the word is. Bird's the word. Yeah, this is what I got. Oh man, hold on. I gotta get another fork that's left at the room. Oh man. Yeah, you overcooked them a little bit. Some seasoned carrots, some mushrooms. Now that rib steak is going to be awesome. Man, the bird's got to eat. Man, that is going to be awesome. It's a little more cooked than I wanted it to be, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all mine. I'm eating all that. Yeah. I'm only I'm about $1.75. About $1.75. not to give away my weight, but you guys have all seen some pictures. I'm not a big guy, but boy, if you saw the stuff I ate, you would think I would be. But yeah, I can eat. A lot of energy. Yep, a lot of energy. Yummy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Thank you so much, Deneen. Thank you, Capital Currents, for stopping by. Thank you, OC Stacker. Interest in bird food. It is. That's what the bird eats. I'm a carnivore. I'm a pretty good sized bird, I don't eat bird seed. I'll take that back. I do like my pistachios and my almonds and cashews and oh man, and my butterfingers and my butterfingers. You can't have that. You can't touch it. Those are for me. Okay, OC, Raka, everybody that stopped in. I can't name all of you. Jay Sharp, thank you for stopping in. Capital Currency, Deneen, there's so many of you out here. I appreciate each and every one of you. OC Stackers got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I gotta go eat. Thank you, OTG. Appreciate y'all coming in here, spending some time with me, watch me cook and do my copper cleaning. Katia Oso, buenas noches, señorita. Delos Forge, thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Carter Silver, you're still out here. Buenas noches, Belos Forge. Hola. Thank you very much, Jay Sharp. Alrighty, T-Bird out. Keep on keeping on. That's right. Oh, that's right, Cartier. T-Bird out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good night, all.